Leo. Welcome to your July 2015 Tarotscope. Happy birthday to all the Leos who will be having birthdays at the end of July. In July, the sun goes into Leo, so it's a good month for all your Leos out there. Just want to say a quick thank you to all those who have been booking readings with me and downloading my workshop. It's been really fun to do those readings, and so if anyone would like to book their own personal reading, you can always do that at readingsbygwendolyn.com. I'll put a link below or at the end of the video for that. But this is the 2015 Tarotscope for Leo. I'm just going to shuffle a couple more times here and then we'll get into the reading. Okay, let's see what we've got for Leo for July. Okay, great. So it looks like at the beginning of the month you have Queen of Swords in reverse, Page of Wands in reverse, Hanged Man, Nine of Coins, which is I usually translate as luxury, and then middle of the month you have Sun, Knight of Cups in reverse, Five of Coins in reverse, Queen of Wands, Knight of Rods, Wheel of Fortune, Hermit, and Empress. So at the beginning of the month, I'm noticing, here's two cards. Queen of Swords is usually like someone who is very clear, very direct, knows her mind, she's witty. She's having some sort of conflict with Page of Rods, which is carefree. It says be courageous, be willing, be bold, be optimistic. There's something about Queen of Swords, who's an attractive, witty woman who is, you know, Page of Rods is looking at her and saying, "Come on, be willing, be courageous, be bold, be willing." And she's not being willing right now. She's an intelligent woman who speaks her mind, and for some reason there's just something that she is not participating in, even though there's some force that's saying, please participate, please go out there and do that. She's saying, no, I'm not participating with that. This could be you, this could be someone else, this could represent someone who is intelligent and thoughtful and witty, but who's just not in a place of being optimistic, bold, courageous, participating. So I'm seeing someone intelligent, witty, who's not participating. And this Hanged Man, normally, believe it or not, Hanged Man is usually upside down. But because this card's upside down, it means he's kind of like hanging in the balance. Normally Hanged Man means like taking time out and getting illumination and doing things differently and being okay with that. But you might feel a little funny right now about doing things in a different way or marching to the beat of your own drum. You might feel a little like ostracized, or sometimes hangman can be someone who's out separate from others, is separate from the group, and it may feel a little bit uncomfortable right now because hangman normally in the upright position, which is, you know, he hangs upside down, so this is its upright position. Normally it means enlightenment, taking time out, doing things your own way, feeling like you could be your own person and not really worry about what other people think. This person is kind of worried about what other people think. Worried about, like, how am I being ostracized from the group, or how am I being set apart? Am I being like singled out? And then Nine of Coins says, you know, maybe just focus on what brings you happiness. Nine of Coins is about bringing yourself rewards through your own self-discipline and your own work. And she's surrounded by wealth. You know, she's got all these coins draped around her neck, fine jewels. She's eating grapes. She's kind of like the symbol of. She's even purple, which represents like wealth and royalty. So I think right now, focusing on what you bring to yourself through your own discipline, your own wealth is really the way to go, rather than worrying about other people's participation in things or how you might be considered as like part of the group or separate from the group right now. I get the sense that there's this person who is kind of like separating themselves out on the outside. This might be you, I'm not sure. Feeling a little bit like, how am I out in the cold? How am I looked at as like the weirdo? Because sometimes the hangman can feel like, oh yeah, he's the weirdo. He's the one on display. And he's kind of saying, you know, please come with me. Please be a part of my thing. You know, Queen of Swords. And she's not having it. So I would just say focus on what brings you happiness. If you're doing something that is benefiting you and you're bringing yourself wealth and contentment from it, and this Queen of Swords person doesn't want to be a part of it, you know, let them go. They don't have to be part of it in order for you to feel enriched. So that's towards the beginning of the month. And then in the middle of the month, you know, you have some cards in reverse here. Sun is in reverse, and that's a big Leo card because it represents the sun. It also, in this card, represents relationship. Sun in reverse tells me that you may not be feeling at your best. Sun in the upright position represents like fullness, vitality, confidence. You know, things are going your way. Sun is shining upon you. All of that. Because this is in reverse, it's telling me, like, you know, maybe things are just a little subdued. Maybe it's telling me that you're not feeling at your best, which is okay. Sun is still a lot of vital energy, but it's just not in its full radiance. So that's okay. It does also say, you know, Knight of Cups here is a messenger of love. And with the Knight of Cups looking at this relationship card, it may be telling me that, you know, because those two are in reverse, it may be saying something like you're having doubts about your current relationship, or doubts about your relationship potential in general. You know, there's something about this vital, things aren't going forward, is what it's telling me. There's not, Sun in the upright position says, oh, everything's sunny, everything's vital, everything's happening, you know, I'm out in the world being bright and doing, you know, what Leos do best, which is kind of like shining their light forth. But because this is Knight of Cups, this is like a messenger of love. Because it's in reverse, it's saying, you know, there might be doubts, there might be friction, there might be something where it's stagnant, or it's just not progressing. Something like that is going on, and you might be feeling kind of like sad and destitute about it. 5 of Coins represents loss, and it represents just focusing too much on the material plane or material things. So what it's saying to me is, you know, maybe don't focus so much on the material losses that you're incurring. Or, you know, if you have lost someone recently, or if you're seeing that you might lose someone, you know, realize that there's always a spiritual element that you can focus on, and not necessarily focus on things so materially. Like it's saying, maybe don't be so materialistic in this. Like, don't worry about their status. Don't worry about, you know, if you are experiencing a loss in a relationship, don't look at how it's going to affect your status, or don't look at how, you know, comfort yourself with it. The spiritual world is always available for comfort, even though on the material plane it might look like a loss. That's 5. And 5 of Coins can also mean feeling like you're by yourself, or feeling like abandoned. There's a Queen of Rods here who, she's fiery and she's attractive, and this could be the person that you're losing. Someone who has a beautiful physical appearance, who has a lot of vitality to themselves. They're not 100% themselves right now anyway. They may be sad about the situation. Whether it's like your mother who's concerned, or this is the partner that you're losing, or there's someone involved with this loss. Maybe she's taken this person away from you. I'm not sure. She is a blonde woman, which is also figured in this relationship. So if there's some loss of some blonde person, she's either involved with it, or she could be the person that you're losing. there's a little bit of like sadness and loss or just stagnancy that's going on in the middle of the month, and it tells me that it has to do with love or expressing your feelings or feeling like a little bit left out in the cold. But down here, this is really funny because I think for one of the other signs, they had these same two cards, but in reverse, in these same positions. This is Knight of Wands and Wheel of Fortune. This is a really, like, go for it card. Knight of Wands, like, is on a horse that's up on its two legs in the Rider-Waite Tarot, and he just, like, rides into the wind. This guy goes for it. He's courageous, he's bold. Sometimes he takes unnecessary chances. He's very risky, like all Jacks. He's very, like, clever and adventurous, and they have sort of trickster energy to them, but they're just like, let's full charge ahead. Let's go. Let's do it now. And what it says is, like, if you have that sort of bold energy, the tides are turning. There's some change ahead. So you might be saying, what these two cards together say is, I'm ready for change. I'm ready to go forward. I'm ready to, like, change things up a bit. There is change ahead for those who are willing to charge forward. And what Wheel of Fortune is, you know, tables will turn, what's up will now be down, what's down will now be up. It kind of speaks to, like, if you were, this is another Knight. Knight of Cups is, like, my heart, the message of my heart is upside down, it's sad, but I still have a lot of vital energy, you know. Knight of Wands says, I still am full of vigor, I'm still full of, like, fire and passion. Even if you may have been feeling down in the middle of the month, things are going to change, turn right back side up for you towards the end of the month, is what these are saying to me. So if you feel like a wounded knight in the middle of the month, say you even, like, proposed to someone or told someone that you really liked them, loved them, wanted to be with them, and they're not responding, that you feel like there was this loss because of that, the end of the month, tables will turn. You know, things will start looking up. You may need to take some time and just be by yourself for a while. Hermit says that. Hermit always looks for the truth in things. So you may just need to say, like, I just want to spend some time by myself and find out what's true for me. And at the end of the month, you may be willing to do that, or look within a little bit. There's usually some insights that Hermit can offer us if we're willing to look within. And then through that, you're going to find that you come to a sense of, like, abundance and fulfillment by doing that. Hermit always looks for, you know, what's true and examines things. Let's look within. And then you come out with Empress, whether that's a new lover or a renewed relationship, or if that's you experiencing this renewal, abundance, fruitfulness, fulfillment, satisfaction. Usually even Empress can represent sexual satisfaction. So she's just like, everything, my cup runneth over. She's often represents pregnancies, just satisfaction, fulfillment, abundance, vitality, everything. So if I guess what I'll say with what I'm seeing from the cards is that if in the beginning of the month there's conflicts and people don't want to participate with you and you feel a little bit on the outside, just focus on what makes you happy. Don't worry too much about whoever this Queen of Wands is. These queens are not participating with you for whatever reason. And, you know, it looks like there might have been a relationship or an offering of love that ended up in a loss or a stagnancy. But things at the end of the month will take a turn for the better, especially if you have, like, this gung-ho, you know, nothing can knock me off my horse kind of attitude. The tables will turn. Wheel of Fortune will change things around. And with a little bit of reflection or introspection, if you really look for the truth in the matter, you're going to come out fulfilled and satisfied and feeling abundant and vital. So, you know, hang in there. If you're having relationship issues, or if you feel ostracized or like the people aren't participating with you, just focus on your own self-fulfillment, and tables will turn. So that's my reading for you, Leo, for July of 2015. Again, if you'd like to book a reading with me, you can do that at readingsbygwendolyn.com, and we'll have another reading for you next month.